Hello, my name is Mehmet Genç. Welcome to my presentation. So today we are gonna answer the questions that are asked by the client. So let's continue with the content. So first of all, project summary, and then comes introduce myself. So the third step is going to be the questions, and the last thing is going to be references. So let's start with the project summary. So the data collection, data processing, data transfer, data security, data storage, and the ethical rules that is for all of this step have been examined in this process, and which are one of the most important subjects of today. So my name is Mehmet Genç, as I said, from Turkey. I am 29 years old. I graduated from business management at 2016, and I decided to continue my education at Georgian College after 3 years work in a paper product factory as a junior product manager. And I'd like to continue my career as a data analyst. That's why I'm studying in here in Georgian College. So let's start with our questions. The first question is, how can we transfer personal data securely within their network? So we have three options for this process. The first one is Sftp, the Secure File Transfer Protocol. It's a separate protocol from FTP. It uses SSH, which is the S part of SFTP. And SSH is the secure shell that acts as a previous layer for your SFTP transfers. And the second one is turn up your file transfer protocol security with FTPC. It's an extension of FTP. It uses TLC, which is transport layer security, or SSL, which is secure socket layer. Encryption for security you don't get with standard file protocol, which is FTP. And the third one is that we can use encrypted website connections, which is HTTPC is the hypertext transfer protocol secure. HTTPC can't be monitored or tampered with, no man-in-middle attacks. HTTPC checks the website security certificate and ensures you are talking to the real website, not an impersonator. Today, most business websites default HTTPC. However, it's a good idea to check the hypertext transfer protocol when visiting new websites, or if you get warnings or pop-ups asking to verify you want to go to the particular site. And the second question is, what security protocol is best for transferring personal files? So the HTTPC is the best one. Works in tandem with SSL, which is the secure socket layer that adds the encryption part of FTPC. Your browsing privacy with HTTPC only allows others to see there is a connection to a secure site. They cannot see specific pages you visit or any additional browsing information. As a secure file transfer method, HTTPC is best for banking, sending payments, and transferring private or sensitive data from a user through a website. Any transfers requiring a password should only be sent using the HTTPC protocol. And the next question is, can we encode and encrypt images? Yes, we can encode and encrypt images. A picture can be encrypted in the same way that text is encrypted by software. It's almost the same logic. By running a sequence of mathematical operations called an algorithm on binary data that comprise an image, encryption software changes the values of the numbers in a predictable way. A software key is necessary to unlock the encryption code, and it's created by the same software that scrambles the picture. The next one is, our database cannot be moved from the site and we need to be able to access it externally using a secure API. Can you explain the architecture of a secure API? Our API is based on the 7 steps. So which are, the first one is API gateway. An API gateway is a necessary component of an API security architecture because it works as a focused server that controls traffic. This capability can also detect possible attacks that will leave your APIs open and at risk. There are many ways to secure an API security architecture, but here are a few ways to put this in place via Trust API Gateway. And the control is connection to API Gateway should be consistent and very persistent so that possible encryption cannot be recognized. Integrate sorting procedures and alarms. The API Gateway should be made no filter out requests. This should also include the ability to block out threats. Further notifications should go out when danger is imminent. Harness protective layers is the API gateway should be able to provide a high-end buffering layer. This helps to protect the API from danger. Deploying a possible cyber attack. With an API gateway in place, your API security architecture can indicate when an attack is about to happen. This is win-win for all. Management. An API gateway should be able to manage action for authorization. This allows for an API security architecture to have access. And the last one is safety. An API gateway is necessary to block attacks bar none. When an unguarded API is in danger, this is a complete call for all API security architecture to be in place. So let's continue with the next question, which is, can you recommend a secure framework for coding an API? My suggestion is Python, and also Flask is the best way to build the API. Python as a scripting language is fast and productive. You can create web-based application quickly, and code is highly readable, as the fundamental idea behind Python is to incorporate an easily readable code. Python syntax is easy to understand, well-defined, and extensible. Unlike many other programming languages, code is relatively and resembles everyday English that we speak. APIs built over Python are highly scalable and have an unmatched speed, and one of the best frameworks that can be used to develop a Python API is Flask. Flask is a lightweight web application framework. It is designed to make getting started quick and easy, with the ability to scale up real fast. The time it takes to develop an API using Flask is remarkable. And what data interchange format should be used while transferring data between locations? So I think we have two options. One of them is XML, the other one is JSON. So the JSON is new one. XML has a big history. We can use JSON and XML, depends on what we are using it for. The main difference between JSON and XML are JSON is simpler than XML, but XML is more powerful. For common applications, JSON stores semantic resulting code that is easier to follow. For applications with complex requirements surrounding data interchange, such as enterprise, the powerful features of XML can significantly reduce software risk. And the next question is, how should we store our data in our many locations? So there is a couple of ways to store our data. The first one is the cloud storage. While not exactly a device per se, cloud storage is the newest and most versatile type of storage for computers. The cloud is not one place or object, but rather a huge collection of servers housed in data centers around the world. When you save a document to cloud, you are storing into these servers. Because cloud storage stores everything online, it doesn't use any of your computer's secondary storage, allowing you to save space. Cloud storage offers significantly higher storage capacities than USB flash drives and other physical options. This saves you from having to sift through each device to find the right file. While external HDDs and SSDs were once favored for their portability, they too fall short compared to cloud storage. So also the other storage options is external storage devices, which is in addition to storage media content within computer. There are also digital storage devices that are external from computers. These are commonly used to expand storage capacity when a computer runs low on space, allow more portability, or provide easy file transfers from one device to other. So which is external HDDs and SSDs. And the other one is flash memory devices, and the last one is optical storage devices. So the last question is, what are the ethical concerns related to the transmission of personal data? So privacy, trust, and security are closely intertwined, as are law and ethics. Privacy preservation and security provisions rely on trust. Violation of privacy constitutes a risk to a threat to security. Law provides a resolution when ethics cannot. Ethics can provide context to law. Privacy breaches distort trust and run the risk of deleting or losing security. It is a show of disrespect to law and violation of ethical principles. Data privacy is about access, use, and collection of data and the data subject's legal right to the data. This refers to freedom from unauthorized access to private data, inappropriate use of data, accuracy and competence when collecting data about a person or persons by technology, availability of data content and the data subject's legal right to access ownership, the rights to inspect, update, or correct this data. Thank you for listening. These are our references.